It's 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV. I'm Derek Gilbert with 5 things you need to know for this Thursday, September 12th, 2024. Item number 5 today, the debate. Yeah, let's discuss it. I found it to be a very frustrating experience watching the debate between President Trump and Kamala Harris Tuesday night. I was a high school debate team captain, really enjoyed debate. I enjoyed debate the way the high school athletes enjoyed playing basketball, football, baseball, track, wrestling, whatever. Debate was my sport, and I was decent at it. Qualified for the high school state championships in Illinois, my junior and senior year of high school. I enjoyed the process of formulating arguments and using words to try to persuade others of my point of view. In fact, that pretty much summarizes my adult life and what we do to this day, both here on this forum and with teachings and presentations at conferences and whatnot. And so while I watched the debate on Tuesday night, several observations. First, I thought Kamala Harris exceeded expectations. She did not self-immolate during the debate the way President Biden did back in June. Yes, she lied. And yes, she was helped to a great extent by the moderators for ABC News, David Muir and Lindsay Davis. They bailed her out. They were so obviously in the tank for Harris, in fact, that even CNN, no friend of Donald Trump's, called out ABC for its obvious bias. Now, fact-checking Donald Trump 7 times, Harris not even once, even when she was in the middle of repeating several thoroughly debunked anti-Trump hoaxes in the span of a 2-minute response, like the Charlottesville, Virginia protest, where she once again repeated the old lie that Trump said the neo-Nazis were very fine people. That's not what he said. Even Snopes, again, no friend of Donald Trump, liberal fact-checking site Snopes has debunked this, which Trump should have said. Instead, he said, no, Fox News has debunked it, Sean Hannity, Laura Ingraham. Well, of course, independent and liberal voters watching the debate say, well, of course, Fox News would debunk it. They're as much in the tank for Trump as ABC is for Harris, which may or may not be true. But if Trump had taken the opportunity, many missed opportunities for President Trump, I thought he left a lot on the table. Why did he wait until his closing statement to point out that Vice President Harris has been, vice president for 3.5 years? If you've got a plan to fix all these things, why are you not sharing them with President Biden? But he didn't do that until the final closing statement. However, although the pundits seem to agree that Harris won the debate, she doesn't appear to have won over voters. Independent voters, or so-called independents anyway, they self-identified that way, surveyed by Reuters after the fact, and it was only 10 people, small sample, but 6 of the 10 said that after the debate they were leaning to voting for Trump. Okay? Not what I would have expected, but then again, I'm looking at this from the perspective of, oh, President Trump, you should have said this. Other people, normal people watching this, did not have the same reaction. In fact, the split screen format, which showed Vice President Harris smirking a good deal of the time when Trump was speaking, apparently didn't resonate with viewers. It's, well, let's say it's what they call resting witch face. Except it's not witch, it just rhymes with witch, and apparently people don't like that. Anyway, this may not change anybody's opinions. Harris didn't hurt herself badly, but apparently didn't help herself as much as I thought on Tuesday night. Let's hope that President Trump takes advantage of the opportunities he has to slam dunk based on the Biden-Harris administration record, which leads to topic number 4, the Ohio Haitians. Yes, they are eating the wildlife. Case in point, the Haitian migrant walking away with a goose that he'd harvested from a local duck pond at a park inside Springfield, Ohio. Now, are they eating the pets? Don't know. Local residents say they are. Independent journalists going to Springfield, Ohio and talking to people, doing, journalism, instead of just sitting back and waiting to get a statement from a bureaucrat that tells you what you want to hear, which is what the corporate media is doing, say, lady up the street had a lot of cats. Now she's down to about 5. Nobody knows where they've gone. Bigger issue is that they're making things unsafe on the roads, and they are overwhelming the local health system. Local residents saying that their auto insurance rates have skyrocketed since 20,000 Haitian migrants have been dumped in the town of 60,000 people. Again, increasing population by a third, forcing their rent rates to go way up. And one resident telling a YouTube journalist, look, there are 3 or 4 crashes on the streets every day caused by Haitian migrants. Now, they're getting driver's permits, which in the Haitian language, the word for permit means permission, so they assume they don't need a license. They're allowed to take the permit test with a translator who basically feeds them the answers. And so you've got people driving on the roads who may never have driven in Haiti, where the per capita income per year is about $3,300. $3,300 per year in Haiti. Odds are they've never driven a car, and now they're on the road, which has led to injuries and, yes, even deaths of local residents. Begs the question, how are they getting behind the wheel of a car? Where are they getting the money for gasoline? Anyway, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has dispatched Ohio state troopers to help with the local police enforcing local driving laws, also sending $2.5 million to local health care centers to help with the stress on the local health care infrastructure. In my mind, the big question is why it has taken the Republican governor, DeWine, until this went viral on social media to do anything about it, because people in Springfield, Ohio have been complaining about this to state officials for months. Now, the memes that have been generated by this of President Trump rescuing cats, hugging kittens and ducklings, and way over the top, but it's the kind of thing that will make people ask, what's all this about? And suddenly the story's got more reach than it would have if it was just reported straight. And the fact that the corporate media is denying it, well, if they're denying it, it means it's probably true, right? Yeah, again, this is way over the top, but it's making the story resonate. And independent voters looking into this may decide that if they get 4 more years of border czar Harris, the chart behind you showing number of encounters at the border by Border Patrol, apprehensions and expulsions. Notice how they've skyrocketed under the Biden-Harris administration. 4 more years of that, and what's happening in Springfield, Ohio could be coming to a town near you. Topic number 3, mail-in voting. Problems with voting by mail? Who could have foreseen this? State and local election officials across the country Wednesday warned that problems with the nation's mail delivery system might affect elections. What? Who could? What's happening here is they're setting the narrative for the election in November. So that gives us 2 options. Number 1, don't do mail-in voting except for absentee ballots. That would be option number 1. Option number 2 is we just keep counting votes for weeks after Election Day until we get the results that are desired. I'm betting we go with option number 2. And topic number 2, World War III. NATO running war games in Bavaria, the annual NATO Sabre Junction land warfare exercise being held through September 19th. This includes 4,300 troops, most from the U.S., of course, but also from Albania, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Croatia, Georgia, Italy, Lithuania, Montenegro, Moldova, North Macedonia, and the United Kingdom. This year's theme is Fighting Russians. Lovely. Couple this with Ukraine's request that it use long-range missiles made in the United States to strike deep into Moscow, coming this week as it does after Ukraine's biggest drone strike yet on Moscow. And it's beginning to look as though Sharon was absolutely right that 4 years ago when she predicted that Joe Biden would be installed as president specifically to drag the United States into an open war with Russia. It's beginning to look more and more plausible. Coming up, the all-important Taylor Swift endorsement. That's next on 5 and 10.
We want to make sure you know how you can get your copy of this incredible new work in the Carl Gallup's Ultra Collection. When you order this amazing collection from the SkywatchTVStore.com, you'll receive the brand new book, Eyes to See, Is Our World Ready for the Coming Visitation by the legendary Pastor Carl Gallups, where for the first time ever, you'll discover what the Israel link truly is and the gravitas prophetic significance it holds in the times we're living in right now. You will learn about the real-life supernatural encounter that will open your eyes to see the spiritual realm like never before. Eyes to see will make certain you are spiritually ready for the coming visitation. And it uncovers massive treasures of astonishing insight previously hidden in Scripture and revealed specifically for our day. You'll also receive the amazing books The Summoning, Preparing for the Coming Days of Noah, and Glimpses of Glory by Pastor Carl Gallups that take you from the Garden of Eden to Jesus' glorious return, and a cosmic collision of biblical truth that explodes to life upon the tapestry of the mind and soul. For a very limited time while supplies last, you'll also receive The Summoning Companion DVD. Join Pastor Carl Gallups for this incredible, exclusive two-part sermon. From living without fear in the midst of our prophetic age, to the questions surrounding what Jesus is telling his people through the prophecy of the fig tree and the return of Israel. This companion DVD is a must-have. These items hold a retail value of $85. Yours now for your donation of only $40, which includes free shipping to all U.S. orders. So don't delay. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now using the camera app on your phone for instant access to this special opportunity. You can also visit us at skywatchtvstore.com or call 1-844-750-4985 and ask for the Carl Gallups Ultra Collection.
Item number 1 today, Swifties unite. After the debate Tuesday night, Taylor Swift, megastar, billionaire, lonely, well, not lonely, she's dating Taylor Kels of the Kansas City Chiefs, posted to her social media followers that she was endorsing Kamala Harris for president. Not much of a surprise there. She actually poked fun at vice presidential nominee Republican J.D. Vance for calling Harris supporters single childless cat ladies. So there she is holding her cat. The Babylon Bee, God bless them, a satirical parody website, but once again, more insightful political analysis than you get from the corporate media, pointing out that Taylor Swift, a woman who has made billions of dollars singing about the bad choices that she's made, now endorsing Kamala Harris. Maybe Vice President Harris won't be helped as much by that as she'd like to think. And maybe Ms. Swift, thinking about the fate of all those poor cats in Springfield, Ohio, thanks to Borders Our Harris's open borders policy, might rethink between now and November. This week on Skywatch TV, we continue our discussion with Pastor Carl Gallups about his new book, Eyes to See. The special offer includes his wonderful book, Glimpses of Glory, and The Summoning. Again, everything Carl writes is eye-opening and jaw-dropping, and Eyes to See is no different. You can find out why I say that on this week's broadcast program. If you haven't seen last week, go back to the archives and you can catch both of them at our website, skywatchtv.com. All of our video content is always there. If we ever get canceled again, you can always go back to the website. Go back to the beginning, said Fazzini. You can also catch it on our broadcast partners, Christian television networks. We've got the broadcast schedule posted at skywatchtv.com/channels. If you've got Roku or Apple TV, please add the Skywatch TV channel to your set-top box. All of our video content comes right there, including the new Donna Howell show and the return of Return to Eden. You can also watch it over the internet, youtube.com/@skywatchtelevision or rumble.com/skywatchtv. You can also get our mobile app and bring the content right into your smartphone or tablet and bypass the gatekeepers of big tech. Just do an end run around them and bring it into your smartphone or tablet, whether it's iOS, Android, or Amazon Kindle Fire. Phone or tablet, we've got links to their app stores at skywatchtv.com/app. 5 in 10, we're online, YouTube at 5 in 10, X, formerly Twitter, at 5_in_10. And thank you for watching as we keep watch. I'm Derek Gilbert. This is 5 in 10 from Skywatch TV.